wanted to talk to you today about works on paper. So this painting is acrylic and it's on watercolor paper, hot pressed, meaning it's a smooth surface, and it's 100% cotton, which means it's archival. It will last forever with proper care. And I prepared the surface of this with gesso, which this is what I use. And the reason that you prepare the surface before you paint on it with acrylic or oil is the gesso has a little tiny bit of tooth to it, so it really helps to make sure the paint adheres forever. It also provides a little bit of a barrier between the paint and the paper so that there's no sinking in of the paint, or absorption of the paint rather, into the paper. And anything that's in the paper, like a preservative, or there's really not much in watercolor paper, but it also can't affect the paint as well. So once you've painted on paper, with acrylic or oil, there's really no need to put anything on top of it. You can varnish a work on paper. You can put on acrylic, you can varnish with an acrylic based varnish. Oils, which I mostly use cold wax as a medium, so if I paint on paper with oil and cold wax, I leave those surfaces plain because the cold wax has the same component that is in varnish, so it's actually a built-in varnish to your painting. So all you have to do is just kind of buff it and shine it up. And they don't need to be under glass like you would a watercolor painting or a drawing or an ink drawing, excuse me, ink painting, because those surfaces are still vulnerable to water, environmental things, but this is really a very durable surface. So the other thing that's really beautiful about painting on especially watercolor paper, there's a little bit of a deckled edge. Let's see if I can show this to you. Right there. And you can mount this, and you can leave that exposed if you want. It makes a beautiful, beautiful edge. And that's the other thing about works on paper, is that they're really easy to ship and less expensive. It can be rolled, it can be put flat between two pieces of cardboard. You don't have the weight of a frame or a stretcher. Now, when you get it, if it's not mounted on anything, you can take it to a framer and they can mount it onto a panel similar to this, or a wood panel, which is, they just put a layer of adhesive down and the painting is flattened, allowed to dry, and when done, it's ready to pop into a frame. I also can do that if a customer wants me to do it. I usually mount works on paper on a piece of wood, thin 1/4 inch plywood that could be popped into a frame. So works on paper are usually a little more affordable, and but they're just as archival, and they are just as valuable as a piece of artwork for your collection. So this painting is called Flowerful, and I really love this painting. I'm into florals these days, at least for a couple more days, and I hope you love it too. This is called Flowerful, and I said that already, and it's on my website, in my shop, on Instagram, and on my Facebook artist page. Thanks. Bye.